It's a thankless job, but somebody's got to do it. I guess I got voted to clean the rear end. What kind of rear end is this out of? 2000-ish Jeep?
Yeah, 90s, late 90s Jeep Grand Cherokee.
Yeah, it's got a 373 with a posi traction rear end.
And discs.
Yes, disc brakes. So I'm going to, I get the fun job today of grinding all this crud off and cleaning it up. And the e-brake cables actually do work, so we're going to reuse those guys.
Get rid of...
Yeah, get rid of all that stuff. Do you think we can reuse these guys? No?
No.
Cheap. Cheap. Alrighty, so I guess while they get to work in a nice warm garage today, I get to clean this.
Yeah.
Hey Derek, you got one of these things for on there to tighten that down with?
Oh, that's why we're giving him the other one.
The one with the flappy strip.
I had no thing every time I look for it.
And while Corey does that, me and Derek are gonna unbolt this one, and we have to take the grind off the spring purchase, or we might torch them off, one of the two, and put them on that rear end if the sun didn't. The lighting's good. So that's today's job.
Oh, and also, just want to say, safety first here at Penny's Hot Rods and Customs. You guys go, do your fancy jobs. I'll just do my mindless work here. Casey should be doing this today. Anyway, you guys go have fun in your garage. I'll be out here dinking away.
Solid grinder for that, and then he'll switch to a flap disc to smooth it out, and possibly even a wire wheel to get this rust off it. But Derek's got a jacking up the rear end, so we'll put block stands under it. We can try and unbolt the U-bolts. And Corey makes noises outside. Normally we would just cut them off and get new ones, but for now, just so we will get new ones just for mocking it up. And also, since this has a spindly, well, 3 there and a helper there, we're gonna pull out a spare leaf from the parts truck and put it in there, so we have a little stiffer, because the back end of this thing is quite spongy. That was a tight one.
It moved, it spun for a second. What do we do? I'll go find something big to reef on next.
And if all those fails, well, we can heat it or cut it. Impact didn't do it on that one, so we're trying to heat it. There, it's just heating the nut, not the actual bolt. That way it expands the nut, breaks the rust out. At least in theory.
I can make noise, Chris?
Yeah, you can go ahead and make noise. Success. That was just the one. You got the one bolt still?
Yeah, I'll do those and I'll just leave the one.
Okay, yeah. We'll leave the one bolt there and do those. May have to do the same thing, but it'll come off. And Corey's still at it.
Hey, wait a second. Is camera on? One second. Now we can talk.
Well, after many days of struggling and the hardship, we got the rear end out.
You guys are slow. It took days. It should take minutes.
Actually, it just took like 20 minutes.
20 minutes?
Yep, 20 minutes.
So
we got to basically just cut these off, or we don't care about the rear end, so we're just gonna cut the tube. Same with here. We're gonna that's the shock mounts. We're gonna cut those out. Yeah.
But you know what time it is? Big gulp time.
You notice there's not a big gulp cup in there.
Yeah, I know. I cleaned out Chris's all of his.
Yeah, there's
There were
nothing.
29 last time, and I burnt them all. 29.
All right, let's go for a
And
big gulp.
Kevin's lemonades from Tim Hortons too.
Oh yeah. Lemonades. Alrighty, we'll be back literally in a few minutes.
Okay, back from our big gulp run. Corey's still grinding away. Looks like he's got half done. Derek's just torching off the spring perches.
His blade blew up? Holy fuck, did that hurt?
Probably.
Oh, yeah, it did.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what fuck, all of my knuckles. Fuck, did that hurt? I had disintegrated. Oh. Fuck, did that hurt? Oh, you didn't get that on film, did you? Oh, this should be a blooper. At least I was wearing my face shield.
Yeah.
You put that in there. Fuck, did that hurt? Make sure you put that in there.
Hammer is over here. One side's gone. And you can buy spring purses, but why buy when you can reuse?
Hey, Chris, you bring us back? You could have also phoned, hey, Curry, I need a new rear end, so I wouldn't get stuck doing this awful job.
That's true.
Breaking discs. Hurting knuckles.
Swearing.
Yeah, you might have to blank some of those F-sharps out. I wasn't sure if you could be your equipment.
Now the shock mounts. Ah, I'm getting sprayed. the side. The other side to do. Yeah, we're gonna stick an extra one of these bigger leaves in there. Make some new clamps. Give it a little bit of it. With me bouncing on the back end, it was just almost bottoming out. Corey's got a new disc, not squaring anymore. Okay, we'll continue cleaning these. Okay, Corey's got it all well, cleaned up. We still have to de-rustify it a little bit. We're just mocking it up now. Corey and Derek lifting that side.
You good or? Okay.
And we just cleaned up those.
These go on the bottom or the top, Chris?
Well, it can't go on the bottom anymore.
Okay. You good, Derek? Okay. There you go. Oh yeah, we guys move over that way more. Are we gonna take any rough measurements before we? Yeah. And the angle. Well, yeah, yeah, we're not welding it anyway.
Yeah, we won't weld it in yet.
I do believe it's 2 to 3 degrees negative. You guys had a tape measure?
We threw one out.
Yeah, we threw one out earlier. I had about 6 or 7. Yet again, people, I phoned up Courier or any of those guys, Speedway, to buy new axles. You know what? This was right. I think Derek paid what, 50 or 75 bucks for this thing. I got a pretty good deal. Posi traction.
Yeah.
Okay. You gonna measure it that side? Yeah, I'll measure it.
And
you see how I'm measuring it? Nope, but I will. Yeah. Oh,
one tip is when you're building a truck like this with multiple different parts from different vehicles, make a list of say what the rear end is out of, what the frame is out of, so that when you need parts, let's say rotors, because these are all rusty, you know what to get.
And either, your tech tip for the day?
Yeah, that's tech tip.
Like that. Yeah.
And either leave it in the truck or leave it somewhere where you'll know, just in case. Who knows? Maybe you want to sell it later, and makes it easier for the next guy or your son.
Go push it a bit more, Derek. Okay. My way or your way? Go this way too, Chris. Okay, that's a little bit there. I think we're about 4 7/16. And we're about 4 7/16. Okay, that's fine. That's good enough for right now. Line.
Yeah.
That's good enough for right now, anyway. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll make a line just to 0.5.
These are a little bit too big, but for now they'll do just fine. They'll do just fine, exactly. That's the bottom plate. They'll be cleaned up, obviously.
Yeah, good job for Kevin to sandblast. Oh, he sprung out?
Probably.
Give me that, man. Getting too old for this.
You're getting too old.
This just in. It's somewhat well mounted. So yeah. Fancy disc brakes. Pro touring. So I guess what's the next game plan?
Well, I guess stick the tires on.
And then lower it down.
Lower it down, see what it looks like.
Fun fact, it's probably gonna look just like it did an hour or two ago.
Yeah.
But how much wider was this rear end than the other one?
This one was narrower.
Oh, narrower?
Yeah, it was slightly narrower,
Okay.
like an inch.
Oh, okay, so not
Yeah.
crazy, eh?
No.
Oh, okay. Man, whoever took the time to smooth this out. Dedication right there. Dedication.
I got plenty of room for the calipers between the caliper and the spring, so that works.
Excuse me, Christopher.
Okay, I'll move out. Putting our race tires on.
Oh, yeah. Remember, if you're not first, you're last. In the words of Ricky Bobby.
And we'll drop it down.
I'll let Derek drop it down. He's got a technique. Well, yeah, I'm sure you're used to them.
And it's just snug, the U-bolts. It's not...
I forgot my wood jack.
We haven't done the angle yet.
Actually, the truck would be good if it was the back height of this, but if the front it kind of matched and if it was on like a 4x4 chassis. Just saying, that'd be alright. We should build a 4x4.
We do too many trucks.
Let's make a car.
4x4 car?
Yeah.
Let's see, what can we wreck?
It'd be nice to get a LeBaron wagon and make a LeBaron wagon with wood grain and a 4x4 chassis.
Okay, we've moved from rear end to engine. Not especially that engine, but
Derek should explain what he's doing.
engine mounts.
I have no idea what I'm doing. Ah, you know exactly what you're doing.
These are the motor mounts we're using. They bolt up to the engine, obviously. And this is the frame mounts. The frame mounts from the Dakota that we got these off of were too narrow for these mounts, which came from a 78 Diplomat. So what we ended up doing is slicing it, just like this is the other one. Driver's side, we sliced it in half. So we're just he's just putting it in, tightening it up, and then we'll weld the plate. Weld the plate in there. And there you go. And then we'll do the same thing with that. We'll then weld that up.
The best part about it, this was all free. Use your imagination.
And we may end up just you can buy replacement ones of these, the whole thing from Rock Auto for like under $10. So we'll probably end up doing that because the rubber is not the greatest.
Yeah, we'll get new mounts. Engine mounts.
Perfect. Yeah, and then just make a filler piece in there or a plate.
There.
Yeah.
Easiest way I could figure it.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't see why it won't work.
It's free. Cheap, cheap, cheap. Okay, we gave up yesterday because it was getting too dark and it was raining. But today we got the motor roughly in there. We there's no transmission on it, but we leveled it out and we centered it so it looks pretty good. We've got a slight angle downward in the back. I even took a straight edge from the motor to the rear end, and it looks good. It's not crooked or anything, because we're not sure about a transmission yet. We're looking for a 5-speed. Probably an NV 3500 we're looking for ideally. But for now, we've got this motor mount. It's been modified. It came from the 4-cylinder. Same with that one. It came from the 4-cylinder. We just had to cut it and stretch it. And what we're gonna do is basically put little gussets for right now, like that, to the frame, and this one's gonna go something like that. So that'll and then once the engine's out, we'll box it in more. We'll do the same thing with that side. That way we can pull this out, and that's the rack, because the rack goes right on top of there. I'm gonna see how that fits, and then go from there. Okay, I think for now that's
Pretty good.
pretty good. It's not going to move anywhere.
What was your second one you wanted me to put?
Second plate is going to go
Okay, I can clamp this to the frame now. Okay.
something like that. Oop. Might have to, I don't know if you can clamp it or just hold it.
Good angle? Oh, this is not an angle one?
Nope, it's just
In there, I can just touch the front here where you
yep.
won't get no heat.
Okay.
You ready?
Yep.
Okay. I brought both of them out.
Yeah. And then this one's gonna sit right there. Okay, those aren't going to go anywhere unless you start hammering on them.
Yeah. Alright, so I can lift the engine up?
Yep. You can
Undo the mount.
undo the mounts. There we go. One out. Okay.
You're out.
Yep. down. Almost there. Now it's down. And we'll, Derek just, yeah, we just gotta put plates in there like we did before, or told you before, but we can do that later. Now, I want to see if the how the steering is gonna fit. Okay, bad news. We jumped the gun. So we don't even have this mocked up because we can't, because it hits the mount. This has got to go in here, so we don't even think this mount is gonna have to go turfed, but just to see, we're gonna take a torch and basically cut it, leave this part and just cut it. Basically cut all this from here all the way up to here and there. Cut all that out, and just to see if it fits. Not optimistic, so I'm thinking that we might have to get rid of that mount and go with something like one of the square plate mounts, something like that. But even this will be in the way, so we may have to move it back, something like that. But yeah, shitty. I thought we would have all the room in the world, but no. So we went and welded it in for nothing. Oh well, shit happens. Okay, this is a fail. So, as you can see, we've basically cut away half the mount. There's no mount here. Just to get this in the way, and this is rubbing there, so this mount can't work. So what we're going to attempt to do is move this mount back about an inch, put some spacers in there. We'll make them so they're not just washers. We might just put washers just for temporary, but get rid of this thing, cut that totally right off, because we have this basically we're gonna probably just torch off this, leave this and this, bolt that on, just this part, get rid of all the excess, and then well, that's after we move that back, and then start piecing pieces together to go to the frame. But since this is Canadian Thanksgiving today, and I gotta go eat some turkey, so I think we're gonna end this as a fail. Well, sort of, just a short setback, which sucks, but yeah, crap or shit happens. I guess we should have put the rack on first. I could have sworn the rack went underneath that, but no, that side works fine. Nothing in the way there. The exhaust is going to be fine, the starter is going to be fine, just that damn rack. So yeah, that's crap. We think we can make it work, because that's going to sit like that roughly and get rid of that. So that'll be on the next one, next sighting episode. So thanks for watching, and as always, like, share, subscribe, and we'll get back to you on the next one. And Derek's gonna, in the meantime, make some spacers up. crap.